I thank my honourable friend for her intervention, and I absolutely concur with what she has said. And Martin Luther King, who is a great orator, and he talks about that I cannot be where I ought to be until you are where you ought to be. That is the interrelated structure of reality, and we are bound together by this garment of our future. And until we realise that, then, as we have said, we will never live in this post-racial world, which we would hope, and in effect was Martin Luther King's dream. And the thing is that we talk about racial discrimination, and some of it is unconscious bias, and some of it is overt. And there are people who are elected who have these overt views, like the elected councillor who argued that she's not a racist, even after proclaiming she had a problem with Negroes because there was something about their faces. And racial, and you cannot make it up, I mean, racial and ethnic discrimination occur on a daily basis, hindering progress for millions of people around the world. Racism and intolerance take various forms, from denying individuals their basic principles of equality to fueling ethnic hatred that, at its worst, it turns to violence, and even worse, can lead to genocide, all of which destroys lives and communities, and it poisons people's minds. So the struggle against racism and discrimination is a matter of priority, not just for us here in the UK, but for the international community. And if you've experienced racism, not much of what I've said today would have shocked you. But it highlights just how far we still have to go, and the importance of educating the young and facing the uncomfortable truths so that history does not repeat itself. We have to fight a new mutant of racism sometimes, and that's why we have to be always aware of what's going on in our surroundings, and that's why we have to stand up for other people as well as ourselves. My parents were migrants and came to this country and suffered racism, but actually I like to call them expats, because they left their home, warm, sunny climes of Jamaica to come to cold England, full of smog and fog, to help the country rebuild after the war. And so when I talk about racism and hate, when you speak to the elders, you're acutely aware that this hate is not necessarily new. We have pictures of racists here on the walls of Parliament, and I remember my first office having to walk and to look at Enoch Powell's face every time I went into my office, because it was right there at the entrance, and it upset me. Sometimes I would do a rude sign to the photo as I walked in, but in general it upset me, and I decided that I didn't want to start my day being upset, and insisted that the picture be moved. And if the House authorities didn't remove it, I would have removed it permanently. And there's also Britain's part in the slave trade. The foundation of much of our national prosperity was justified by the empire and the language of racial superiority. But that is not what defines us. It is a part of our shameful history, and surely there must be a time when it stops. There must be a time when it no longer matters that a person is different from us, but we appreciate what we have in common. The Mayor of London's always talking about, when will we choose hope over fear and unity over division? Because when we only see hate, the hate becomes so great that it then transcends into something else. It isn't just the colour of your skin. It's your accent, or it's the fact that you are committed to fight for somebody else's rights. That's the problem. At the height of the xenophobic atmosphere, an MP and leading migrant rights advocate was murdered. The murderer gave his name in court as Death to Traders, Freedom for Britain. That MP was my friend, Joe Cox, and other people's friends as well in this place and beyond. And even after this hateful, despicable crime by this terrorist, her family wanted us to love like Joe, to repeat her mantra that we are far more united and have far more in common with each other than that which divides us. This is why acknowledging this day with the rest of the international community is important. We must unite together in one voice and build bridges, not walls. William Shakespeare said, "If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? And if you poison us, do we not die?" Chair, my theme tune when I have faced discrimination is a song. It's written and recorded by a British singer-songwriter, Libby Safri, inspired by a television documentary on the apartheid in South Africa, where they showed the filming of the police killing black people. And the words are this: "Something inside so strong. The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become. The farther you take my rights away, the faster I will run. You can deny me. You can choose to turn your face away, no matter, because there's something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone, oh no, because there's something inside so strong. The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. You hide behind walls of Jericho, your lies will come tumbling. Deny my place in time, you squander wealth that's mine. My light will shine so brightly it will blind you, because there's something inside so strong." Chair, I hope the government commits to marking this day annually each year, so we never forget to remember those who gave their lives for equal rights and celebrate the beauty of our diversity. After all, we only have a short time on this earth. Thank you.